Chit-chat and papers. So we're just gonna have coffee. Eventually we'll pull out papers. Until we can bring up the chit-chat. Yes, that's why. That and Bigo, they'll both do it. I am Oracle Unicorn, and welcome. So good. Alright. I think I already showed y'all the drawing that was finished. I got a new one starting up. Black paper looks really nice with it. I gotta get more pens though. I'm almost running out. Like, there's certain colors I've already run out of. I'm gonna sell them. Like, this one was supposed to be sold, but they never got back to me. All good. Because they don't go to the right people. It's like the drawings are a lot like my Mala rosaries. Which I'm gonna get those back up going too. Let's just start selling my drawing. We'll use the cards I have to be able to get where I want to go. Good morning. The only way to fail is to stop. Right. Alright. So, I'm gonna see what is today. What is for today's? So totally don't have here. Ooh, I flipped the Revelations. Then I heard a loud voice from the temple telling the 7 angels, "Go and pour out on earth and 7 bowls of wrath of God." So the first angel went and poured out his bowl on the earth, and harmful, painful sores came upon the people who bore the mark. Oh, isn't this good morning? Isn't this actually have already started? Because of the, well, TikTok has shown it. That's interesting. About like Fabulosa and causing sores of bacteria, and there's bacteria growing in the freaking Florida waters. And there's salmonella fucking outbreaks stretching out everywhere. Man, TikTok got you some fear fucking factor going on right there of the mind. You want some mental BDSM? TikTok's where to go. Which country? Wow, what country are you in? I'm in America. US of A. Anyway. Sores came upon the people who bore the mark of the beast and worship its image. The second angel poured out his bowl into the sea, and it became like the blood of a corpse, and every living thing died that was in the sea. What? I don't know that I want to read the rest of this. Like, well, I mean, like, we have some huge ass, according to TikTok, got your fear factor going on. There's some, like, people going through doing the Google map, finding things, huge ass fucking, I would say motherfucking octopus or a squid the size of a fucking house in one of the, I would think a lake, but it's definitely a spring bleed out from like the springs towards, I don't even know what the fuck, because I think it's even in some other fucking country or something. It is so funny. Well, anyway, that thing was as big as a house, okay? And I could see why certain living things of the ocean would end up dying. Yeah, because man, they be talking about like we got a Leviathan fucking woken going on underneath the goddamn. I would not fucking doubt it. All the, well, it would make a lot of sense to me because of all the biohazard spills and everything that's happened in our oceans. You don't think that didn't affect our animals, especially of the deep fucking seas? Man, you woke up the motherfucking Leviathan, okay? Because of not caring for our waters. I don't know what's wrong with it. So let's keep reading. You know, the paper said, what was it? The day before yesterday, I think. The paper said a unicorn preacher. Maybe I'm just doing this Revelations thing and making it just funny. So, but it's not very funny because we're going, oh shit, now how do we stop this? I don't know. We've been told to stop it for the last fucking few generations now. We ain't doing shit. Now we see the sky's falling and we're running around in circles going, no, 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 we'll change, we'll change. It's too late, the sky's falling. Hell no. Alright, so we're going to the next one. The third angel poured out his bowl. Damn, these don't look too good at bowls. Into the river and the springs of water, and they became blood. Okay, so it's the blood one. I heard about that one. And I heard the angel in charge of the water say, just are you, O Holy One. This is who was for you brought these judgments. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets. Yeah, that was being talked about actually a lot on Bigo. And you have given them blood to drink. It is what they deserve. How do I feel like it was directly talking to me? And I heard the altar saying, what the fuck? Last time I felt something sort of shit like this, I was reading Carlos Castaneda, and it felt like Don Juan was directly speaking to me through the book. That's the only reason why this is getting a little bit difficult for me, because I'm starting to have the same experience. And thank you for the like, by the way. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey, man, we blow each other's minds before we get blowed by other countries. or, excuse me, other countries, let me say it correctly, by our own leaders. Anyway, here, let me get back to this before I get screwed up the ass like our leaders do our children. Whew, I don't know where that rabbit came from. Anyway. Right here. I'm trying. And yes, I heard the altar saying, yes, Lord God, the Almighty, true and just are your judgments. The fourth angel, oh goodness, poured on the sun. Dude, we talking about the sun, huge rays and going to be fucking throwing fireballs at us. What the hell? Then this is blowing my mind, even though I have read this quite a few times, 2013, because that's the first time I went Christian, and this was my favorite book, was Revelations. I'm just quite surprised that Revelations is even in this. This is supposed to be the New Testament and Psalms. Where did Revelations come from? I don't see Psalms, Proverbs. Is Revelations really? Uh-uh. Oh, you have my mind fucked. How is Revelations in here? I'm thinking about the right book. It's at the end. Isn't Revelations at the end? Maybe I'm thinking different. Either way, I'm going to just keep going. Where am I? Second angel. Fourth angel poured the bowl in the sun. The sun. And it was allowed to scorch people with fire. You know, there's been a UVA. Oh, I don't care. You're just an asshole. You're one of those that's going to end up in fucking flames one way or another, either of the soul. And you're going to be locked in mental prison if you don't already, because that's exactly why you're even here commenting. Because you are a piss ant who probably has a small dick. Or you're a female who has a small brain, big ass, and split your legs 24 fucking 7. So peace out. Anyway, excuse me, Jesus, for my language. The fourth angel poured out his bowl, and the sun scorched. They were scorched by forced heat, and they cursed the name of God and had power over these plagues. That's another thing that's coming up, all the plague stuff. With certain things that I've seen coming out of food. Like I saw the food thing happening on YouTube when it came to Walmart before I saw all the eggs having this salmonella issue on TikTok. Like TikTok be pulsating these app users like crazy. Alright. The fourth angel poured out his okay, and I keep reading that one. I keep reading the sun one. I wonder if we're like at this bowl. God who had power over these plagues. They did not repent and give him glory. So the plagues was because of not repenting. I was wondering that. So, like, partial Catholicism is actually pretty accurate, is what it's seemingly to be going on energy wise here. The fifth bowl poured out his bowl on the throne of the beast, and its kingdom was plunged into darkness. Okay. The throne of the beast. You know, that would actually be more than a president. It would be geared more towards England. That's just my theorization and opinion. So because if we were to collapse, it's almost like we were in a sense supposedly be owned and re-given back to England, but we have sold ourselves to other countries. I don't know how that flies. So, like, that's like undersnaking a king going, yeah, we're just going to sell some of our land that actually you own. All right, yeah. Technicalities. If UK says no, you not have our land. China, no, you not have land. It doesn't matter if president promises you this. Technically, he's king. I don't know. To me, some of this is funny, but either way, just theorizing. It's just entertainment purposes only. Don't take it too much to heart. We're going to be playing with paper soon enough. I didn't know that it was number one thing for people who fakingly follow Jesus is to condemn and to judge. That you are not following Jesus. So that's funny how you think you're God to tell me whether I'm going to hell or heaven or not. Honey, you might want to look at yourself in the motherfucking mirror. Top G. Obviously, that's Top G lie. Top G lying bitch. Okay, here we go. And the fifth angel, throne of the beast. See, that is interesting because we say that it might be over there, but that's how I got sidetracked in that joke. Anyway, because I started thinking about it because it kind of hit me right then and there. That's why. I've never really had that thought before. I'm like, by the way, like, and I know really the throne of the beast is technically the sin, the controllant of sin and suppression and murder. So it really would be under the grounds of that. But who is overseer of that? That would technically on a spiritual level, that would be the public. Maybe I'll figure out more. Okay. Plunged into darkness. Its kingdom was plunged into darkness. Ooh, I did figure it out. It is the Pope. Man, y'all were warned. You got letters from Jesus with the church, and y'all decided to split shit up, cut it in half, keep shit secret. Man, y'all deserve that shit. Whoa, yeah, like it said in here. Anyway, I don't give a fuck what you think. You're here. Obviously, you love my shit so much, you just want to spread it all over yourself because your ass ain't got nothing better to do in your life than to sit here and poke at someone because you hate your life so much. That much. That you're so obsessed with me. You're still here, bitch. It's like, wow. Once again, go look in the mirror. I'm sorry you need someone to tell you what to do because you ain't had a mama that loved you. I may not have mama that loved me, but at least I know what to do with myself. Honey, go find something to do with yourself. Bye. No, I'm just straight up saying what's up. Seems how you want to be an obsessive person. This is an example of obsessive person, everyone, even though you may not be able to see the comments after I get off the live. Either way, I'm allowed to stand up for myself. And I'm allowed to teach other people how to be able to do that for themselves and being able to do it and showing how abusive these people are. So thank you once again for being a prime example of what we're standing up against. Because it's people like you that sit there and run other people's lives to hurt other people to make yourself seem like you're better than fucking everyone. While you want to say, oh, triggered. Haha, everyone, I got her triggered. No, I'm using you as a prime example, bitch. You're so triggered, you're projecting. Boom. Gnawed their tongues in anguish. Thank you, God. In Jesus' name, honey. And curse the God of heaven, and for their pain and sores, they did not repent for their deeds. Like this person that wants to be judging. She wants to play God. Deeds here. Yeah, I have. Have you? Are you sitting here reading a Bible? No, bitch, you ain't. Okay, the sixth angel poured out his bowl on the great river. Euphrates? My apologies for mispronunciation. On the great river Euphrates. Yeah, I know that's wrong. Its water was dried up. Oh, actually, I was actually starting to see some of this stuff on YouTube. It prepared the way for the kings from the east. Dude, there's some certain things about that coming on. So what would... Oh, wow, Africa. That should be happening. Or could be France. I really need a fucking map. And I saw coming out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet, 3 unclean spirits like frogs. For they are demonic spirits, performing signs, who go abroad the kings of the whole world to assemble them for battle on the great day of God the Almighty. Behold, I am coming like a thief, blessed in the one who stays awake, keeping his garments on, that may not go about naked and be seen exposed. And they assembled them at the place that in Hebrews is called Armageddon. The 7th angel poured out his bowl into the air, and a loud voice came out of the temple from the throne, saying, "It is done." And there were flashing of lightning, rumbles, pearls of thunder, and a great earthquake, such as there had ever been since man was on earth. The earthquake. So great was that earthquake, the great city was split into 3 parts. And the cities of the nations fell, and God remembered Babylon the Great, to make her drain the cup of the wine of the fury, of his wrath. And every island fled away, and no mountains were to be found. And great hailstones, about 100 pounds each, fell from heaven on people, and they cursed God for the plague of the hail, because the plague was so severe. You know, that would really make them question everything, but at the same time, that is exactly why you would need some sort of leadership prophet to remind y'all that, like right here, with whom the kings of the earth had committed sexual immorality, the trafficking, and with the wine of those several immortality dwellers on the earth have become drunk. And he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast that was full of blasphemous names, and it had 7 heads. That's what I thought. It had 7 heads and 10 horns. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adored with gold and jewels and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup full of abominations. This is what I remember reading in 2013, going, yeah, I feel for this, and now I feel into this. Abominations and the impurities of her sexual immortality. On her forehead was written the name of mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of prostitutes and the earth's abominations. And I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints, the blood of the mayors of Jesus. When I saw her, I marveled greatly. But the angel said to me, "Why do you marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns that carry her." Thank you, God. the beast that you saw was and is not and is about to rise for the bottomless pit, or from the bottomless pit, and go to destruction because of the intense murder, killing, and everything, the traffic, all the pain and red rooms and shit. I mean, I see exactly what it's talking about. Like going, yeah, okay, I see. We're about right here. Like, from my observance of what's unfolding. I need to finish this book. How long is this? We don't have that much. And then you got the Psalms. Why did this person put the Psalms? I wonder if it's because of their chants. Exactly what they are. I have only ever seen this one other time, and this was with the Quatub. That's why you did. That's how you did that. That's why it did the frog. Oh, so the 4 toads is because of the toad rights. It's the ones that perfected the toad rights. Damn. Anyway. Okay. 6th angel poured. I already went there in the naked thing, and the great hailstones, and the plague was severe. So we're in chapter 17. Then one of the 7 angels who had 7 bowls came and said to me, "Come, I will show you the judgment of the great prostitute who is seated on many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed sexual immorality. And with the wine of those sexual immoralities, the dwellers on earth have become drunk." And he carried me away in the spirit into a wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast, and was full of blasphemous names. That's right, the 10 horns, and the golden jewels, and pearls, holding in her hand a golden cup full of abominations and sexual immorality, and on her forehead, great mother prostitute of the earth. That's right. And I saw the woman drunk with blood of the saints, the blood of the martyrs of Jesus, and when I saw her, I marveled greatly. But the angel said to me, "Why do you marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns that carries her. The beast that you saw was, and is not, and is about to rise from the bottomless pit and go to destroy, and the dwellers on earth, whose names have not been written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, will marvel to see the beast, because it was, and is not, and is to come. Because it was, is not, is to come. That's already saying it in a literal, figurative. It's like 3 crowns of wisdom in one. This calls for a mind with wisdom. This of course. This calls for a mind with wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman is seated. They are also 7 kings, 5 of whom have fallen. One is like president is, and that's leaders of the 7 continents. 5 whom have fallen. One is, the other is not yet come. The other has not yet come. And when he does come, he must remain only a little while. As for the beast that was and is not, it is an eighth, but it belongs to the 7. Okay. It is of force of hell, with it being a force because it's forever, can be a force, can keep on going, but it belongs to the 7, which is the divine, who has control over it. And it goes to destruction. Okay. And the 10 horns that you saw are 10 kings who have not yet received royal power, but they are to receive authority as kings for 1 hour together with the beast. But this almost seems like a peace treaty connection of all the leaders, because there's 7 continents, but there's definitely more than 7 land leaders, is what I would say. These are of one mind. What the? The 10 horns have not received royal power, but they are to receive authority as kings for 1 hour together with the beast. These are of one mind, and they hand over power and authority to the beast. They will make war on the Lamb. The Lamb will conquer them. That's fucking great. For he is Lord of Lords and King of Kings, and those with him are called and chosen and faithful. And the angel said to me, the waters that you saw where the prostitute is seated are peoples and multitudes and nations and languages, and the 10 horns that you saw, they and the beast will hate the prostitute. They will make her desolate and naked and devour her flesh and burn her up with fire. Wow. For God has put it into their hearts to carry out this purpose by being of one mind and having over their royal power, handing over their royal power to the beast until the words of God are fulfilled. And the woman that you saw is the great city that has domain over the kings of the earth. After this, I saw another angel coming down from heaven, having great authority, and the earth was made bright with his glory. And he called out with a mighty voice, fallen is Babylon the Great. She has become a dwelling place for demons, a haunt for every unclean spirit, a haunt for every unclean bird and hunt for every unclean and detestable beast. For all nations have drunk the wine of the passion of her sexual immortality, and the kings of the earth have committed immortality with her. And the merchants of the earth have grown rich from the power of her luxurious living. Damn. So there's like some sort of hidden female on top of it. What? Oh, okay, I see now. I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, lest you take part in her sins, lest you share in her plagues. For her sins are heaped high as heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities. Pay her back as herself has paid back others, and repay her double for her deeds. Mix a double portion for her in the cup she mixed." Damn. As she glorified herself and lived in luxury, so give her a like measure of torment and mourning, since in her heart she says, "I sit as a queen, I am no window." You know, this is really starting to sound like, to me, it's the person that actually runs the red rooms. I don't want to pronounce exactly what I have seen this be and who, but that is about to be revealed. So we are actually in this part right now. We're about to see, and this person, apparently, according to the papers that's been going on, this person has been sleeping around with other, other kings of land, basically. So I find that very interesting, to be honest. And lives in luxury. It's like, and there's an issue with someone, and I bet you it's this female that has the overseeing of a lot of these red rooms. And I really think it's because of that stay young stuff with that blood. Anyway, I'll read more of that later. I do actually. That's my chicken. Don't really have much else to talk about. I'm really happy to find out that that has a relation to him. Alright. That was perfect. Alright. Thank you so much for those of you that you have been hanging out with me. We are going to move on to the papers. Now, please keep in mind, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not take this and run with it and then blame me for you taking papers and allowing the papers to control your life. Because I am just reading words off of papers. If you cannot handle that and use discernment in your own life, please hit the X button and do not watch this video, for this is entertainment purposes only. I am Oracle Unicorn. Don't forget to share. You never know who else that'll see this and to be able to help them as well. And here we go. So we have, okay, child abuse. Dead. Wonderful. Artist. Atlantic. Sheriff. Frenemy. Black. Possum. Shaman. Tribe leader. Abortion. I'm on my way. God's mercy. Hurricane. Betrayal meetup. Initiation. Water. Terrified. Gulf. For sure. Attic. Tortured. Mobster. Yes, sir. One. Judgment Day. Gangster. Infamous. Emotional. Famous. Passage of blood gifts. Earth. Plan failed. The mob club. Birth certificate. Probably fake. Be careful. Yeah. Seemed like there's a part of this that was a setup. Dark. Dark UK King. Damn, UK King came out of this. Sagittarius. Who was Sagittarius? Cancer. UK King's Scorpio, but their roots of Cancer. Ocean Fairy. Pink. How much you want to bet that that's that singer? Alright. Thank you so much fires. Clean up the abominations. And the endeavor she sends. Thank you. Number 2. IRS. Murder. Hidden room. I see in between bookshelves. Wait. Betrayal. House. Something about a key and a door. Down in the basement. And backyard. Probably doors out the backyard. Springs. There's a springs underneath. Oh, the hidden cities. STD. Cold. Has wood walls. Alive. Capricorn. Finances coming in. Martial law. Martial law. That one keeps coming out real bad. It seems like we're going to end up with, like, from what I was, oddly enough, reading out of the Bible, we're looking at some sort of heavy outbreak. I have been seeing a lot of, like, quote-unquote, zombie-like outbreaks. I don't know it'll be that bad, but I'm wondering if it really is going to be that bad. When it comes to parasites and amoebas, you're really riding the line there of alien, of parasite takeover, really. Only thing that'll be able to survive it is anything that's organic enough to be able to survive it. Cosmic awakening. Oh, shit. Grandma. The fountain. That's from France. France and the lion with England. Oh, man. I think someone is having an awakening. Probably when it comes to the grandma from France. About someone in England. This is probably they're about to have some papers served over certain things that has been going on in their own country that they feel that they have to do something about because they are that type of stature, that type of it's like it's part of their responsibility to have to do something about this. Bad judge involved because of a coven of witches. Like, this is like tainted court cops. Wow, this person had a lot. Created a whole crooked court themselves. That's crazy. Trust has a trust. They ain't dead. They ain't hello dead. The angel bikers. That's starting to make more sense. Trust God. Okay. Oh, y'all are going to have to trust God because half of y'all really thought this was the right person to have loyalty to and ended up not being so. So a lot of you are going to either, it's like you're going to choose like, it's going to be difficult because I feel like you're going to lose out on a lot of like financial support doing this. But there's, because of this twisted vision, but it's going to be your integrity of your group to have to now. Oh, damn. Damn. Acquaintance. Confusion is settling, so flow through. You got this. You got help from all the messages around you. Help guiding you as well. Food. Be careful over food. Cave, something about food relating to a cave. Number 12. Hiding info. Preacher. Prediction. Bus. Bad officer. Man, this person is some... You probably got so much loyalty because you got these people so hidden and so far deep in this shit. They don't know what else to do but to finish your shit. That's just crazy. Man, that's like HIV. Wow. Presidents. Oh shit. That's exactly what... Taurus is one of them. Released from jail. Failed shaman harassment. Pearl. Or pearls. You're moving. Unwanted. Yeah, mommy's that. Trafficking. Unwanted trafficking. Left. Yeah, well, you know, it happens. Let God. Yep, that's what I do. Lower. Shipment. Oh shit. Host. Damn, motherfuckers. Bet you a host on Bigo. How much you would bet? Oh, y'all heard about them Lulu dolls, right? The motherfucking little demon dolls. You know what I realize is on TikTok? As part of your gifts? The fucking Lulu dolls. Oh, okay, so we see how demonic your ass is, fucking TikTok. Trying to use mind control motherfucking people with them little fucking Lulu dolls. Fucking Pazuzu goddamn bitches. Like, it was like up in the fucking corner. I'm like, hey, aren't those things that everyone finding cameras in, obsessed by fucking Pazuzu? Like, so you fucking making children go through crazy shit. I mean, it is all over TikTok, and yet it's part of your game, going live and getting gifts, and they're up there, yo. I don't know that is a very good thing. That just it screams warning. Warning, warning, not good, not good. Like, you don't like the toys, but y'all all for it being on TikTok. Okay. Let's see what other papers we got for going on. So we got some crazy ass shit going on. Let's mix this up a little bit more. I mean, like, what the hell was all that? Literally. And it's just true. It's just entertainment purposes only, though. You know, I don't know what the hell's going on. No, I just read the Bible. I love my brain. It is the most amusing thing in the world. I can't wait until I find a masculine that actually sees, feels, and can comprehend this. I would love to meet the first male that can comprehend my fucking mind. And I actually feel comprehended, not being told, oh yeah, I'm being comprehended. Bullshit. Bullshit, okay? If I can comprehend how I'm not being comprehended, I don't think I'm being comprehended. Military. Thank you, Jesus, for waking me up this morning and having me come on here, even though I was really not feeling it. I got penalized on Bigo twice in like all of 2 days or one day. And I was just like, whatever. Like, I'm obviously this hated to the point to where, like, I don't feel all that supported. So I was like, you know what? I just feel like I'm just an obligation that no one wants to deal with. But some of them do want to, but don't really. I don't, or can't, financially can't. And it causes stress and worries, which makes them not want to. Those I can understand. The trickery other ones, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Either way. Sometimes it's difficult being in this brain. I can totally see why the Joker laughs all the time, though. It's fucking comical. It sucks, it's painful, but you just laugh through it. It makes it easier. That's when I started to realize Joker is hundreds, thousands, millions, billions times more intelligent than Batman. Batman couldn't comprehend Joker's dysfunction. That's not even a dysfunction. Because technically, if you take it on a psychology aspect, Batman is more dysfunctional than Joker. And technically, Joker is so awakened, no one can comprehend why Joker does what Joker does. And so you have this financed, traumatized being who's mad that mommy and daddy is gone, killing off someone so fucking powerful. He became what he was without any sort of support and pressurization of no help. I highly doubt he really have money. And yo ass did. And a whole social gathering groups. Man, yo ass an elite. It's almost like Joker should have did. I mean, don't doubt Joker tore up some shit. Look at the shit we got. I mean, it's like real life shit right here. We created Joker. Wherever Joker is. We created that bitch. And the only reason Batman's around is to misguide us. Or for the police to keep their power. Dude, we are in real life Joker versus Batman. And Batman is not the good guy. We're in like Japanese flip version of freaking of a demon monster, or the king, or the reincarnation of the demon king, and he actually ends up being a decent person. Anyway, let's keep going with these papers. Military. Surprise. Okay. Pond. Oh, you found something in the pond that's been coming up. Big job promotion. Well, at least. Oh, that church. Okay, I remember seeing that on YouTube. Bigo? Wow, this church is involved with Bigo? You've got to be kidding me. Blocked. Officials of the High Table? What? Stolen? Clearance? Dog? Yes, ma'am. Crooked official. Unicorn. Number 7. That's my path number. Life path. Numerology. abandoned brick building. Curse. Bad sheriffs. School bus. I'm hearing school buses. Not just school bus. I'm hearing school buses. And thank you for the like, by the way. Don't forget to subscribe. Much love. Boy. Continue. Oh, yes. Poison. Damn. Basement. Actors. That's what I figured. I was seeing that come up. I've been seeing it unfolding the last week or so. We've been playing with these papers. See why we tried to private my shit, but like, I'm trying to get somewhere with my life while y'all trying to keep my life from going anywhere. Like, damn, I thought we had freedom to live the life we want to live. Oh, not out of the expense of our money. Well, obviously your money isn't of good energy, if that's so. Because it's not like I'm sitting here trying to purposely destroy you. You just think that my building up of who I am is exposing you. And if it's exposing crookery, it's supposed to be exposed. So that does not make this my fault. That just makes you want to label me the target so that you can get rid of me. Because it's being exposed. So we'll just keep an eye on y'all that want to be obsessed. And we'll find you. Because you're so obsessed, you're bringing yourselves out in the open. Just to come at me. I love being bait. Especially when you ain't got much to live for. Because everyone done take everything out your life, huh, honey? Yeah. Let's see what other messages. Jesus has for us. I don't care if you didn't think it was good. There's an X, motherfucker. And here we go. As we move on, we have agency. Okay. Agency. Because we went from 2 to 8. Joker. Agency of the Jokers. This is the hidden group that has come together. I feel for a positive brain, because you definitely have healthy parents here when it comes to this Joker agency. That's weird. Baby daddy. 8s. In the corner. Death row. Right. Because of a transference of a work deal tied to a body. This was a fake body. This was a body that was supposed to be someone else, and it wasn't. I feel like there was some sort of forensics that showed this body being someone else other than what they tried to make this body to be. For it to be this person that is destroying everything else, so you couldn't get to this person, so you created this body to be this person as a work deal. The proof is in the transference here. This person could end up on death row because of this. They impersonated, I'm feeling some of these people impersonated healthy parents, or the Joker is showing how they are healthy parents and that the other person is not. This is feeling like female Joker energy, but like against like Batman baby daddy. If your roles are switched, switch how it is. But I feel like I know this is different. I know this is weird, but someone's baby daddy is definitely like the version of Batman that we've been talking about. And someone else, this other person that's a Joker is very much like the society created aspect of the Joker. And this is what's confusing you. But you are definitely going to be getting more information about this because an agency is catching on to the money transference tied to this body relating to this work deal because they thought they succeeded and they did not succeed in actually killing the person, and the person keeps showing up. And so they realized that they paid a transference to be done and it not actually work because it's being found out. And they are screaming their fucking head off over this. And this is how they're going to, like, mirror. It's someone that works with, they probably do a lot of mirror work. I hear Black Mirror. There's something about a Black Mirror involved. It was a fake deal from the beginning to just try to get rid of this person. I feel like, which is what's also making this person fall apart, because they relied on it to be able to pay whatever bills relating to their family. Like, they needed this to be able to pay bills, and it ended up being fake. They ended up not being able to pay the bills is what I'm seeing. And everything fell apart. And then because of this stalker kind of, got them involved to create this fake deal, never planned on paying them. So you need to go find someone to stick your head up someone else's ass with, Faye, because you so bold with your damn life. Queen, Faye Queen, yoga, Prime Minister, green, sovereignty leaders, lying, roaches, death by fountain, with death by forced live. So this could be a serious, like, point. Like, they are pointing at someone specifically with being at a fountain with a forced live at this fountain relating to this prime minister. I feel because of like this lying energy going on tied with roaches. This feels very Celtic, rah, like very much so. Friends get like they used to be friends, like that's what about magic, because of magic. So they were friends in magic, though. This is where this STD went. Prophecy. Prophecy, don't trust it. Scorpio. Duck. Forest spirits. Vision expansion. About sex. And all in relation of this sex throughout the oceans. Involving a Pisces in heaven. Okay. Thank you so much. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. I don't know who else I'll see this and be able to help them as well, or just entertain them. Have a wonderful day, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.